In the year of 2013, the current co-founder of Rolling Stone magazine chose his son to essentially lead the online domain. His son was 22 years old and fresh out of university. Now, that decision immediately sparked cries of nepotism, how it was unfair to the employees, given that there had just been a decent amount of layoffs throughout the year. And this is exactly what I foresee happening with this situation that I found myself in. Hello everyone, my name is James Cairns. I am the CPO at our fantastic ABC company, and I'm here to share with you my thoughts of a recent development that is frankly a little bit disturbing and I believe should be discussed with the board. Now, first of all, I'd like to relate to you the events of the past few days. The CEO came to me, emailing me. He figured out that I was looking for a CSO, and I've had to fill quite a few roles, and he recommended his son Josh, who is also just recently out of Queen's University, an excellent school, but really has no work experience, nothing relevant, or a few errors on his resume even, and just not a likely candidate for the job, given that I already have two fantastic candidates for the job that I'm really excited about. So of course, I can't give Josh the job. So I met with the CEO, our CEO, and I had a discussion with him that went something along the lines of, "No, I'm sorry, sir, I can't let your son take this job. This is an important job for the company. We need it to be someone very qualified, someone very educated, someone that really brings a lot to the table for ABC, and I just don't feel that your son is there yet. However, I would like to offer him an internship, and I think that would be very valuable for the company." The key word here, anyway, in my opinion, is nepotism, and we need to avoid that. It could be disastrous to company culture and our employees if they found out that your son, respectfully, obtained a C-suite position without really fairly earning it when there are already fantastic candidates out there. So, I also explained to the CEO that, "Sir, I would love to have Josh as an intern. I really believe it would be valuable for him, but unfortunately, again, with the nepotism, I don't believe you could have a father-son relationship within the office because that's really just, frankly, not how we roll." And the discussion went pretty well, and a little bit more about what I offered to Josh. So I thoroughly believe that Josh should be offered an internship role at ABC. I believe he's a bright kid, he's talented, he could bring a lot to the table. I just believe he needs good experience, a good mentorship, things that will get him there. So this seemed to make our CEO happy, and I'm hoping anyway that it will avoid any ugly feelings among our workforce. I also provided Josh with the fun example of Anderson Cooper, who, if none of the board know, is one of the most well-known, if not the most well-known news anchor in the world today on CNN. And he actually started out as an intern for the CIA in Langley, Virginia, a very lowly intern, and he made his way up to earning tons and tons of money, being very successful. And frankly, that's what I can see Josh doing as well, given that we start him off on the right path and that we really avoid the nepotism factor. I can't stress that enough. So, my strategy here. In the short term, I don't believe there's a whole lot that we can do. I strongly believe in private conversations, so this discussion with the CEO was held private. I would like to lead with a paraphrased quote from Adam Smith, though, that virtue is excellence, something uncommon. And there's more to it than that, but that's the general gist of it. And I firmly believe that that's the path that we have to take with this sort of development. This is challenging to our code of ethics and our management of our employees as well. I was personally challenged with this because while I'm a great fan of the CEO, I believe we all do a great job here at ABC. I and my team and I have worked extremely hard to build up the company culture with the ping pong tables, with the company events, all these fun things that bring our employees to a very close-knit community within ABC. We want to feel that they're not just employees, they're coming in for a 9 to 5. they're going home and they're relaxing and they're regretting going to work and not looking forward to going to work the next day. We want it to be an exciting experience. We want to bring a lot to the table. We want to bring a lot to our clients. We want to have a very, very positive workplace. And we want our employees to be happy, of course, as well. So, for our long-term solution to deal with this problem, I have drafted the ABC Ethical Declaration. It's a little bit shorter than the Declaration of Independence because it's a single paragraph. And if I may, I will read it to you now. All members of the ABC family will swear henceforth to uphold their own morals and ethical code to the absolute best of their ability, wherever they may be. And if I may, I will draw your attention to the wherever they may be. Because again, I've mentioned it before, I'll mention it again. I strongly believe that ethics and morals are extremely important both in the workforce or in the workplace and out. And I believe that ABC is the kind of company where we care about our employees when they're in the office and when they're outside of the office, whether it's in their daily lives or whether they're still working from home or whatever it may be. I also use the term family instead of employees. I really want to stress that we're a family and we want to maintain the very positive company culture that I believe we've curated so far. In essence, we aren't going to be ready as business leaders. We aren't going to be ready for every single problem that appears at our doorstep. I believe with such a simple solution as this, where we're saying to our employees, we want you to maintain your own morals and your own ethics. We aren't going to tell you what to believe or what to do. That's up to you. And this statement will hopefully be a bit pointed or relevant to our CEO, who will hopefully avoid the nepotism and the remarks and trying to get his son into our workplace without really the merit that he's earned. Those are my recommendations. Thank you very much for your time. Please feel free to reach out to me with your own suggestions. I'm feeling really good about our company, about our culture. I'm really feeling great about Josh, bringing him in as an intern. And I will also be shortly introducing you to our 2 candidates for the job that unfortunately Josh isn't going to get. Thank you very much for your time, and I will see you in the office very soon.